Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Kyle Allen and the Washington football team taking on Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Los Angeles Rams. Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Steven Sims now on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Steven Sims on the return.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they're led out by their 24-year-old quarterback in his third season from Houston. It's Kyle Allen.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
A run here for J.D. McKissick.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
J.D. McKissick, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington.
He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Uses the stiff arm.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
Well, it's not unusual for a team to have a little bit of a letdown after appearing in the Super Bowl. And the Rams had that Super Bowl letdown after their loss in Super Bowl 53 to New England. but it might surprise people that quarterback Jared Goff still finished third in the NFL in passing yards at better than 4,600. They just want to see him cut down on the number of interceptions he threw last year, and they think the Rams can elevate their offense yet again.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
41-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
I remember covering Robert Woods in college at USC, and consistent was the word that was always used about him. Maybe we should have added dependable as well. Over 1,100 yards each of the last 2 seasons. This guy studied to be an NFL wide receiver while in college and has carried that over to the NFL. A pro's pro. This guy plays as hard as anyone in the league.
On 1st down, Brown wiggles free, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 39, Goff over the middle here to Brown.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
26, a gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the 18-yard line.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So first and goal now from the 7-yard line.
Now a carry for Brown. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on first and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. This is Brown. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that'll set them back 5.
Still third down.
Bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal. Out of the gun, Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Robert Woods from Jared Goff.
And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Sims to return.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
For the Washington football team, 1-4 through 5 weeks of the season, losing at home against the Rams in Week 5. But, Charles, even with the loss, the story of the game, no doubt, was Kyle Allen getting knocked out. And then enter Alex Smith. First time in 693 days that he had been active, thrust into action. Remember the gruesome leg injury back in November of 2018. He had 17 surgeries in 9 months. Almost had the leg amputated. And here he was back on an NFL field. And although the stats weren't great, CD, how neat to see him back out there.
It's beyond neat, and I've heard a number of people say it. It's not an original thought, but it's something we're all thinking. They can just go ahead and get...
And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
I sat down with my accountant and said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, it's Allen. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abuka. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle, open is Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 13 yards out.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
On now to add the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Los Angeles Rams get another win in Week 5, this time at Washington. And, you know, Sunday, October 11th, that's a good day now for sports fans in Southern California from this past weekend because the Lakers won their 17th NBA title. They beat the Heat. And then they've also, although they didn't play that day, they've got the Dodgers still going in the postseason as well. But let's focus on the Rams, Charles. They moved to 4-1 with that 30-10 victory and really looked pretty dominant. And not only that, they've now completely swept the NFC East. All 4 wins have come against that division.
Yeah, I think they petitioned the league to move to the NFC East this year to guarantee themselves a playoff spot. Because they're in the NFC West. They're at 4-1, and it is a battle every time out. Seattle's 5-0. Arizona's 3-2. San Francisco, they have a disappointing record right now, but you figure they can get hot at any time. They were in the Super Bowl last year. Can we go to the NFC East, please? Because that would be kind of cool. But the return of Alex Smith, and you were there for that, and I thought you handled that so well, partner, when he came out on the field. What an amazing story that was for this Rams defense. They held Washington to 108 yards of total offense, the fewest the Rams have given up since 1980. They sacked the quarterbacks 8 times. Aaron Donald, he got 4 of those, and it felt like 40. Tremendous games. I ask you 2 questions. 1, Jared Goff, he looks like a much improved quarterback. And 2, are you digging the bone uniform that the Rams are flashing?
I do like that bone-colored uniform, and I'll tell you what, Jared Goff, a lot of things for him underneath, but incredibly efficient, and he was very, very efficient in this victory. And now, Charles, they go to San Francisco, struggling a bit, home against Chicago and at Miami. The Rams, we'll see if they can go on a little run here and improve that 4-1 record.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Up until the last 5 weeks of the 2019 season, if you had said, who is Tyler Higbee, you might have got some blank stares back. But down the stretch, only Julio Jones and Michael Thomas had more targets in the final month of the 2019 season. A breakout year for Tyler Higbee. He expects to continue those types of numbers and beyond going forward.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. 20. Touchdown, L.A. Malcolm Brown. 41 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Sam Sloman for the PAT.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Malcolm Brown who ended it with a touchdown run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Sims to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Washington takes over 1st and 10.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second down, it's Gibson. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. Give him free on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, Allen into a double team, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After the interception, here's Goff. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown.
To Cooper Kupp.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Sam Sloman now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Sims to return. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Washington 7.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
And his pass incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target. But now it'll be third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Washington on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
A big loss on the play.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
But when you think of the Rams and their passing game, sometimes Robert Woods gets overlooked. But if I told you he led the team in targets for the last 2 years and had 139 last year, would you be surprised? Probably. But now with Brandon Cooks gone from the roster, they'll look in his direction maybe even more. And I just love the intensity that he plays the game with.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Brown. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The 19-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Brown. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. We'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
7-yard line.
Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27.
He'll throw from the gun.
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Goff on first down. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Goff.
Out of the backfield, he's got Malcolm Brown.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it here with Brown.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
It's 41. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Goff now looking to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the...
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Allen. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On first down, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's McKissick. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Down at the 31.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Washington on third down.
They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw.
So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins.
On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Washington 10.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Dustin
following the made field goal for 3. Hopkins now to kick it off.
On the return, it's Simba Webster. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Malcolm Brown and the Rams offense about set to begin their next drive.
He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down, Rams.
Cooper Kupp had a big season in 2019. Also saw the emergence of tight end Tyler Higbee for the Rams. He really jumped up his game about the last month of the season. But when it came time to ring the bell and get into the end zone, the Rams still looked towards Kupp. 10 touchdowns in 2019, runs his routes with great precision and intelligence.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Goff's throw here finds Woods, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, it's gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw, Goff. And that one will fall incomplete.
Goff's pass.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff.
He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Now Sam Sloman is on.
On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt.
51-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Washington 10.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for J.D. McKissick. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Allen hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Rams.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
Washington 10.
And that one will go down in the books as just a 1-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this carries into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Goff fakes the give to Brown. He'll throw.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but it's going to be second down.
Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season, but CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night, and then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one, because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night, that feels like an old school kind of a game, doesn't it? And now we'll have Andy Dalton at quarterback for Dallas. And Green Bay, Tampa Bay, that's simple. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. And Cleveland, Pittsburgh, how great is this now to feel like it's the old AFC North battle with Cleveland fully in the fight?
Goff throwing complete here to Jefferson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Goff throwing again. And he coughed it up. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Fumble on the play.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
To the air again. Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Again, Goff. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 4th down.
Now Sam Sloman is on.
From the right hash, this from 44 yards out.
44-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
Rams 34. Washington 10.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Sims to return.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
First possession of the second half now for Washington.
They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. To the right side and complete to Thomas.
Complete to Logan.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A carry now for McKissick. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Another big play there by Aaron Donald, the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year in 2017 and 18. We know he can rush the passer. He's also dominant in the run game. The quickness for a man his size often defeats the offensive lineman trying to block him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
To throw, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's play believer, non-believer. I'll give you a couple teams off to surprising starts. You tell me if you believe that they will continue that way. And let's start with the Browns at 4-1.
Non-believer last year, believer to start this season, believer even after they got whacked in opener by Baltimore. I think they'll contend for a playoff spot.
Okay, the Bears, same record, 4-1.
I still want to see more out of this team, but I like how their defense plays. Still need consistency on offense.
And then lastly, what about the Panthers at 3-2?
Oh, one of the great stories in the early going. Non-believer because I think their division's too tough with Tampa Bay and New Orleans. But boy, I like what they're doing so far at 3-2. Way better record than what people thought.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
From the gun, it's Allen. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Kenny Young leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 13-yard touchdown run.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Allen now From the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
That keeps the score Rams 34.
Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run. This is Brown. Jimmy Moreland there on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Here's Johnny Hekker now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Allen now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
7 yards, the pickup there.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Barber. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Allen. Open man here, Sims complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun. Allen, the throw taken in by Sims. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. From the gun, Allen. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To the air, Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Going to give this time to the tailback. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Allen. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Aaron Donald getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, Gibson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
Makes the score Rams 34, Washington 19.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.
On the return comes Webster. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game. And
he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
They will toss to Brown.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Number 30.
It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
On 1st down, Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, Allen. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but now it's 3rd down.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Allen, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Goff on 1st down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. So that'll back him up 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff.
He'll look underneath and finds Brown.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Goff throwing again. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
They'll run now with Brown. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3.
False start, offense.
Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Gone. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now Sam Sloman is on.
For the Rams field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Rams 37, Washington 19.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Allen, got to have this one. And this is incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On 1st down, it's Brown, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. About 3 yards there to the 27.
The ball carrier, Kevin Pierre-Louis on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
4-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
19.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
Washington takes over first and 10.
Washington ready to try again on offense.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Allen on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And again, it's Allen. No, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
Incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down.
They'll try it now with Barber.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll run on first down. Brown. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Number 32.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's brought down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Right back to Brown. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Baltimore.
Crab cakes will be waiting for us, partners. We head to the airport.
Heck yeah.